Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 28 of What If Naruto Got His Memories Sealed Away. Remember to get this one to 200 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Became the God of Wind over on Anime King and enjoy that, guys. And I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto was disowned by everyone on this channel. So go ahead and enjoy that, guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you. So what do you say without further ado? What do you say we begin this new episode? Begin the intro. So the last time we left off, as Maki, Naruto, and Sai was in one of the many warehouses, it was then that Naruto intruder sent a clone outside as he started to get the memories. It was Kabuto. As Kabuto gave Naruto a Sharingan, he did not show it to Orochimaru because back then it would be terrible for his health, and he knew that Naruto could undergo the Sharingan because of what was still inside of him. Given after what happened a long time ago with all the Sharingans, and the entire thing involving Danzo, Naruto has to have a talk with Danzo. Naruto has to go and have another talk with Danzo, as Kabuto showed the other half of his face, which was now scaly and looking like Orochimaru, as he's been infused in Orochimaru inside his body. But Orochimaru was trying to take over, but he will prove and he will ascend beyond that level and show that he's better in every regard. As Naruto was, well, he did not know what to do, as Maki told him to take the eye and she would implant it for him. But Naruto did not know what to do, as going up against Sasuke and his brother would be difficult in the first place. And plus, the fox said that they could control it with those blasted eyes of theirs. So it would be terrible for him to use the fox paw against them. So what should he do? As he went to go and have a talk with the nine-tailed fox, despite everything, he has been here with him through and through. As the fox told him to do as he pleased if he is going to become Hokage, he cannot make these decisions for him. And after that, Naruto and Maki spent the entire night talking. They then headed off the next morning. A team from Konoha was already sent out to find Naruto and help him on his endeavor, as Naruto no longer wanted to hide because he wanted Itachi to come after him, as he knew that Sasuke won't be far behind. As Naruto split up with his group as he was attacked by Deidara. This time, Naruto wasn't taking any crap, as Deidara told Tobi to go off and stop the others from intervening. Once Naruto managed to knock Deidara out of the air, Deidara stood no chance, but Deidara clone exploded right in Naruto's face as Naruto's mask broke and sharpness stabbed into one of his eyes, completely destroying it. As Naruto fired off one of his new techniques, a ball of pure condensed lightning. With the force around it, it incinerated a large part of the forest as Maki came there. Maki was shocked to see his eye, as she started cursing herself because she wasn't there. She was supposed to be there to protect him. Like the last time, she was always the weak one behind. But Naruto told her to not blame herself. He was alright. He was not dead. Sakura and Teiwaya was going through the village. As it was then that Teiwaya saw Karin. Karin started to run, as Teiwaya chased after her, along with Sakura. She would lead them right towards Sasuke. Maki then remembered about the Sharingan. As Naruto sit there in complication, what to do? Things will be more dangerous now that he only has one eye, and would he really go into a battle with only one eye? It would be a lot more difficult. So yeah guys, so it's basically that's where we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So this will begin this new episode. We begin this episode with Sai. Tobi burst out of the ground and hit Sai with a stick, as Sai jumped away. This is by far the strangest ninja I have ever come across in my life, said Sai to himself. as Toby pointed the stick at him. So how do you like my ninjutsu stick, he asks. Hey, Akamar and I heard you from over here, said the voice. As there was a bark. It's coming from the direction of the cloud over there. And I think I finally got Naruto's scent. 5 blurs then came out in the clearing. Kiba, Akamaru, Neji, Shikamaru and Kakashi. As Kakashi quickly noticed Sai headband, Konoha Ninja, Sai immediately responded in kind as he gave them a fake smile. Registration number 012420. You may call me Sai. It is nice to meet you, Kakashi Hatake. Naruto-senpai has told me a lot about you, and you're quite famous in your own right. Kakashi raised the eyebrow. Naruto the team with him? I wasn't told about that. You remember hearing about Sai from one of Naruto's current missions, but why was this person here now? It is not a wide, known mission, that's all I can say right now. But we have something more important to deal with as he looked back over at Toby. Everyone be on your guard, said Kakashi. This man is a member of the Akatsuki. Where is Naruto? Asked Kakashi. I don't know, said Sai. If I have to guess though, he would be east of here, a few miles away. Possibly come back with another Akatsuki member as we speak, because our other squad member has not returned back with him yet. Kakashi frowned behind his mask but nodded. But anyway, we have to deal with this person right now. Hi there, said Toby. Nice to meet you all, my name is Toby. Sorry, but Toby has to go now. I need to go and find Deidara-senpai. See you guys later, he said, as he simply walked off the nearby rock formation. As everyone saw him jump off as they went to look. Troublesome, said Shikamaru, as Toby was gone. Meanwhile, with Sakura and Teiwaya, they were dashing through the branches, as Karin managed to get a jump on them when she went through the people in the streets. But Pakon still had her scent. As Teiwaya held her flute to her mouth as she ran, I wonder if the bitch is still in range. She played a few notes, but she didn't feel any effect take over anyone. Damn it, she's too far out of range. Or she's either covering her ears. We can't lose her, Sakura said as they continue to run. And we won't, Pinky, just calm down. Hey dog, how close are we? Not too far. Just one more push and we got her, said Pakon. As the group saw sight of Karin, let's see she get away from this. Demon flute. Phantom, comforting song, said Teiwaya. As Karin started to slow down, as Sakura charged ahead to take advantage, as Sakura smashed the tree branch, destroying it, as Karin fell down to the ground. As Karin quickly picked herself up and twirled around. Hey there, do you remember me? Asked Teiwaya. Orochimaru, old bodyguard. Huh, seems like you're having fun, playing the traitor to your comrades. Well, we weren't friends anyway, said Teiwaya. And I was a prisoner who became a slave for Orochimaru. And it was either that or death. Why would I be loyal? Huh, good of you to break my genjutsu though. I wonder, can you actually even fight? I'm sure Pinky here is dying to find out. Tell us where Sasuke-kun is. We're only here to take him back to Konoha, Sakura said. You are you? Said a voice. Sakura's eyes went wide. Sasuke-kun, she said, as Sasuke walked into the forest casually. Well, Sakura, is that why you're here? To take me back? Sakura couldn't even speak, having come face to face with him for the first time in years. As Sasuke turned towards Karin, seeing that she was silent. You almost went ahead and get yourself caught. I thought you were better than that, Karin. Let's go. Wait, Sakura called out. Sasuke can come back with us. Orochimaru is gone. We can go back to the way things were. Just like before. You don't have to keep running anymore. He turned towards her and gave her a dry look. There's nothing for me there, Sakura. I grew far stronger outside than I did inside. And now I'm going to flush Itachi out and take revenge. Speaking of revenge, he looked towards Teiwaya. Is that why you're here? Revenge against me for being the reason why you were left behind and captured? Huh, you wish, dumbass, she said. I'm not out here looking for you. I'm here looking for someone who's looking for you. Uzumaki. Yeah, he's supposed to be looking for you so he can kick your ass and get a sword that you swiped from the hidden wave. He wanted it for himself for a better reason. A better one in my opinion. Naruto is looking for me, huh, said Sasuke as he took a step towards Teiwaya. He remembered Akatsuki's goal is to retrieve the Beiju, and Itachi came after Naruto directly. Itachi would come to him eventually. He can continue to enhance his skills while he waits. Tell me where he is. Huh, I can't do that, but I can catch you myself or Uzumaki. It's the least I can do for the bastard I owe him that much. As she pulled on her flute, she then looked at Pakon. Pakon nodded as he went off to find Kakashi quickly. Really? Said Sasuke, as a curse mark came over his body. How about I just make you tell me where he is? Sasuke-kun, Sakura said, don't use that mark. Why are you doing this? Why are we fighting? Save it, Pinky, said Teiwaya, as she narrowed her eyes at Sasuke. He isn't going to listen to us anymore. And I was expecting that in the first place. Karin, go and find Sugetsu and Jugo. I'll take care of this. She nodded as she ran off. Sasuke pulled his blade from his sheath. You will be good practice for Itachi's genjutsu. Come, he said, gesture for Teiwaya to attack him. I've only let one man say that to me, you bastard, and you surely are not him, said Teiwaya. Genjutsu isn't going to do jack shit to you. Luckily, that's not all I got, she said, as she made 2 hand signs before shooting her hands out to him. Senijasho. Snakes flew from her arm and came at Sasuke. Uncle was her teacher after all. Sasuke cut right through them with his sword. His Sharingan wasn't even active. Is that all you've got? And this is why I didn't want to chase on this Uchiha ass. None of my genjutsu work on him. Hey, a little help here, Pinky. If you want your boy toy, you're gonna have to force him back. That's funny. As Teiwaya's eyes went wide, Sasuke was behind her, his back turned towards her. Even Sakura was frightened by his speed. Do you really think that either of you could force me to do anything? As he swung his blade around, but it passed through them. Genjutsu, he says. He turned his Sharingan on to see Teiwaya's fist coming towards his face. As he sliced right through her hand, but it turned to smoke. As he got hit, he then finally break it. That's right, you dumbass, she said. White noise, double layer genjutsu, to make you think that you were winning. Now, Pinky. As Sakura leaped down, Sasuke jumped away as Sakura's fist hit the ground as the entire place erupted. As Sasuke was knocked away by the tremor, he never knew it was that powerful. Teiwaya jumped down. What the hell was that, Pinky? You could have knocked this block off, but you missed on purpose. You moved very slow at that last second. What the hell, Pinky? I didn't want to kill him, Sakura said. Newsflash, dumbass. He's going to try and kill you. Or do you think he was swinging his sword in my genjutsu to put on a show for us? He's trying to kill us. Can't you get that through your thick head? That's the best goddamn chance we were going to get. There's no way he's gonna let that shit happen twice. His Sharingan is gonna be out and blazing. But we can... The trees exploded off Sasuke. That was good, Sakura, Sasuke said. It would have been better if you had actually hit me. But that was good. Now, I'll only ask you one more time. Tell me where Naruto is. Or, I'll force it out of you. I only need one of you in the first place, so do not test me. Go screw yourself with that butter knife of yours, said Teiwaya. Have it your way, said Sasuke. As his curse mark started to spread as he went straight into level 2 without hesitating. As he put away his blade as black lightning started to cackle around his hand. Sasuke can't stop, Sakura screamed. Rest your soul, Seikon, said Teiwaya. Summoning Rashomon. A demonic gate came from the ground, shielding Sakura and Teiwaya. It was meant to keep anything from getting past, but Sasuke's arm tear right through it, where his head even have space as well. As he reached out and grabbed Teiwaya by the throat, as her entire body got electrified, she let out a loud pain of pure agony before her body collapsed down to the ground, smoke coming from her. Sasuke cursed smart regrets as the gate went down. Now, where is Naruto? Sasuke-kun. Sakura looked over as she looked at Teiwaya. Oh, why? Sasuke didn't even blink. Because I wanted to test the limits of my power. I could have just gotten around it and still gotten her or you. I just wanted to see if I could break it. That is why I will achieve my ambition, because I have done nothing but test myself and grown since I left Konoha. Now tell me right now where Naruto is. Sakura didn't answer as his Sharingan seemed to pierce her very soul. He then scoffed. You don't even know, he said. As he started to walk past her, it was just like all those years ago. He was walking away yet again, and she could do nothing about it. No, she had worked so hard so she could actually do something the next time around. It was Naruto who put his own word up to vouch for her, so that Tsunade could train her. Tsunade believed in her as well, and she was just going to let him leave without doing anything? As she turned to swing at him, but he vanished. Still not good enough, Sakura. Just like then, love doesn't give you power, hatred does. That was the last thing she heard before she collapsed unconscious. Sasuke then turned his head. They just keep on coming, he said, as he saw who it was. As Naruto, his back turned to Sasuke as he was checking on Teiwaya. Sasuke, said a voice, stopping Sasuke in his tracks. Sasuke's eyes went wide. Itachi, he said, as he turned around to face Itachi, but it was just a clone, as he was here to deliver a message. Come on, Teiwaya, Naruto said. Come on, you can't dial me like this, Naruto said, as he focused lightning chakra in his arms. as he jolted her. Suddenly she snapped her eyes open as she looked at him. She quickly wrapped her arms around his neck. Uzumaki, she said in happiness. I thought you were gone there for a minute, Wei-chan. Don't do that again, he said. I won't, she said. It was then that Itachi disappeared in a flock of crows. But not before Naruto hearing what he just said. For Sasuke to meet him at the Uchiha hideout. As Sasuke wasn't going to take any chances. Even though Naruto was here, he was going straight after Itachi as he headed off. As Naruto lay Teiwai down on her back, her body was still heavily damaged. As he walked over and woke Sakura up. Naruto, she said. Sasuke-kun, as she looked around. She then spotted Teiwaya. You okay? Not okay, Naruto said, but alive. I need you to heal her up for me, okay? As he started to walk off. Where are you going, she asked. To deliver a message, he said as he poofed away. He was a clone. With Naruto and Maki. As Naruto sat in front of Sai Ink Bird. As Maki was holding on to him. As she was looking rather tired from healing him so long. His body was seriously heavily damaged from the explosion. This was all to make him fresh for what was about to come next. She wasn't able to handle everything, but the Kyuubi can handle the rest. As Naruto had new clothes on and bandages wrapped around his right eye, much like Danzo's. As Naruto felt the memories of a dispelled clone hit him, Maki-chan, Naruto said, I'm going to give you a clone. And he's going to take you to Sai. I have some business to deal with. What she said, as her arms were still around his torso. What's wrong, senpai? Nothing's wrong, he said. But it's time. Maki frowned, but she nodded. As she couldn't go, even if she was full strength. Her genjutsu attacks would be next to useless against Sharingan. As Naruto created a clone that picked Maki up bridal style. Be careful. Get her to Sai fast, said Naruto. The clone nodded, as Maki smiled at him as he smiled back. Be careful, senpai. I will, he said. As the clone jumped off and hopped, like he was stepping on stones going down to the ground. Sometime later. You find the hideout, Sasuke. I guess it's finally time, said Itachi. As he was sitting down on the throne at the top of the room. Sasuke's Sharingan was already activated. My eyes see everything clearly, Itachi. And what they see right now as clear as day is you, dead at my feet. You say you see me dead, huh? Well, Itachi didn't disappear as he appeared behind Sasuke back to back. Do you think you can make it a reality? As he pulled a kunai and Sasuke pulled his blade as the both of them clashed. 4 kunai lined around them. They quickly jumped away from each other. Damn! Almost got them both in one, said a voice. I guess my depth perception sucks like this. As both Uchihas looked over to see Naruto, with one of his eyes wrapped in bandages. As Sasuke understood why this Naruto looked so different and battle-weary, the other one was a clone. That is why he didn't fight. As Naruto walked inside, not caring that he was interrupting a conflict in the making, an 8-year conflict. Sasuke and Itachi Uchiha, 2 of the most infamous mutiny in Konoha history. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, Jonin level shinobi of Konoha, the Kyuubi Jinchuriki, future Hokage. Nice to see you both again. I'm here to bring you back to the village as prisoners for your crimes against it. Please, surrender. I don't have to bring you back alive. But neither of them said anything. Didn't work. I didn't think it would, Naruto said. How did you find this place, Naruto-kun? Asked Itachi curiously. I could tell you, but I have to kill you, said Naruto. Sasuke shook his head. Never mind that, look at you. You're a mess. What do you think you're gonna do here? You're as blind as a bat. You're gonna get yourself killed here. You can't even see, you might as well show up with your eyes closed. It's the same goddamn thing. Nah, that's where you're wrong, Naruto said. As Naruto reached up and ripped off the bandages. So many shock and many emotions that were plastered on the 2 Uchiha's face when they saw Naruto's eye. The 2 brothers locked eyes with each other to confirm if they were seeing right before they turned back to Naruto. The red 3-tomo eye of a fully matured Sharingan. What you don't see, Sasuke, is that my eyes are wide open, said Naruto. As Naruto was able to see fully clear. When Maki first put it in, he was seeing what his left eye saw in full speed, his right eye was seen in slow motion. The mixture of the 2 was a mess at first, but he was able to get it down for a bit. He haven't tried this in a fight yet, but he was going to have to learn on the fly. Because right now he has one on his hands, as he could see the buildup of chakra behind their eyes, signifying that they have their Sharingan activated. He could also see jutsus building up now. Okay, decision time, Naruto said. If I go after Itachi, Sasuke will try to take me out because he wants Itachi for himself. If I go after Sasuke, Itachi will sit back and try to pick me off later. Just me, not Sasuke. He would save Sasuke for last, no matter what. But if I don't do anything, Sasuke will just attack me anyway, and Itachi will just attack me anyway, and I will be screwed no matter what, just because I'm in the way. Itachi didn't know why, but he was feeling something very familiar from Naruto's Sharingan Eye. How did he get a Sharingan Eye in the first place? Naruto-kun, he said. How did you obtain that eye? How do you have it? Well, if you have to know, I was given the eye by someone who's a mutual enemy of both of you. I was going to find out more about it before I use it, but blame Deidara for that. The bastard took my eye when I took his life, and I couldn't just let either of you walk away from this opportunity. This chance was just too good to get one or the other. But I never thought I would be getting the both of you. As Itachi knew that Naruto was strong. Ridiculously stronger than the first time they met. But Naruto always had a weakness to Genjutsu. But now that he had that, he would have to go straight towards the Monkey Sharingan and use Tsukuyomi. But he had Sasuke to take on as well, and he couldn't afford to waste so much chakra. Who the hell do you think you are? Said Sasuke. A Sharingan? A damn Sharingan near the eye socket? It was bad enough for Kakashi, but Naruto as well? It was like his former comrades were laughing at his clan and abusing their powers. What the hell gave you the right to use that eye? That is a birthright of a Uchiha. It's my right as a ninja to use what I need to win, said Naruto. I didn't have an eye. Would you like to know what that feel like, Sasuke? It suck. And besides, the Uchihas are known to using the skills of others to boast their own. Why the hell can't I do the same thing? Sasuke disappeared in a blur as he was furious. Sasuke came at Naruto's side, but Naruto brought his sword and blocked Sasuke's strike. Before Naruto could do anything else, he was pulled by the back of the collar as he was smashed into the ground, as Itachi was coming down with a kunai to end his life. But Sasuke swiped at Itachi, forcing Itachi to jump away, as Naruto flipped to his feet. As Sasuke started to clash with Itachi, but Naruto knew that was not Itachi, as he reappeared on top of the throne where Itachi was sitting the entire time. It's not enough, Itachi, Naruto said, his sword already ready to slice down right in Itachi's skull. I can see everything now. As Naruto said that sword teared through his back and came out of his chest. You still can't see anything, you pretender, Sasuke said from behind Naruto. The Sasuke and Itachi were fighting burst into snakes and crows. But Naruto poofed away, showing that he was a clone. And you still can't see through the smoke, Sasuke. Naruto's voice projected to the room, but they could not see his body. That is what your life has always been since you were a kid. Just chasing shadows. Itachi's shadow, Orochimaru's shadow. And what would you know about it, Naruto? Sasuke asked, looking around, as he saw that Itachi's body was gone as well. I was raised in the shadows. I simply decided to go out in the light. Well, I wasn't given much of a choice. But I am still a part of the shadow. Sasuke saw movement as he hurled kunais, but he heard the sounds of clones popping. What the hell do you know about hatred, Sasuke asked. What can you say about that? To me, someone like you who doesn't understand the darkness. As Naruto clones started to fill the chamber, but Sasuke started to exterminate them all. You don't know the first thing about me, Naruto said. I've seen terrible things, Sasuke. Done things you can't even imagine. I know more about shadow than you ever will. But there's a difference between shadow and darkness. Shadows are necessary. Where there is light and people to bask in the light, shadows are always there. Shadow must exist to maintain the balance. Darkness is unnecessary and evil. It forces people to make mistakes. And it hides the truth from you more than shadow could. And the worst elements of this world can be found in the dark. A nice speech, Naruto-kun, said Itachi, his voice echoing over the chamber as well. But your plan has no foundation. I have already neutralized your steel tags hidden in this room. You will not be trapping anyone. You will not be bringing down this fortress on top of us today. And you will not be escaping even if you understand your situation. Your first mistake was coming here in the first place. This never concerned you. After that, clashes and shadows started to go all around the room. Sasuke could see the figures dashing in the dark. Sasuke quickly formed a Chidori in his hand as he took aim. Chidori Senbon, he said, as it forced him to break away. Get the hell out of here, Naruto. This does not concern you, you can die afterwards, Sasuke said. Better idea, said Naruto as he ran towards the wall, as he kicked off it and jumped back towards Sasuke. Sasuke spun around to hit Naruto's lightning Senbon, but Naruto stepped on the air and flipped over his head. I'll just beat you until he comes out, or until he face me or leave. I just need one of you right now, said Naruto, as he swung his sword down at Sasuke, but Sasuke blocked it. As Naruto pushed with wind chakra, coming out with more force, as Sasuke defense waver, as Naruto shattered right through it and smashed his foot right into Sasuke's gut. Sasuke grunted in pain as he slipped back across the ground. Oh, I see what he's doing now. He's forming wind chakra and stepping on it and bursting through the air. But he's flowing and reacting at the same time. It's hard to tell where he's gonna move next, Sasuke said. Naruto-kun, you are a nuisance, said Itachi from behind Naruto. Why is everyone I fight so damn fast, Naruto says. He spin around and cut right through Itachi. Damn it, Genjutsu. How many layers does this shit have? As Itachi's body faded into crows once again. In the blink of an eye, Sasuke removed shurikens from his wrists as he thrust them at Naruto. Naruto blocked the weapons with his sword, only to have Itachi attacking from the other side with shurikens as he blocked them, as Sasuke was coming in close as well. Wind release, vacuum spear, Naruto said, firing off a massive wind burst, blowing right through their Genjutsu layer. As Naruto pulled out a flash bomb, as the entire place was surrounded by bright light, the next thing they knew he was gone. As Itachi and Sasuke had to cover their eyes momentarily, so they didn't see where he go. But the real Itachi was still sitting there on the throne. Sasuke, you say that there are things that you want to know. Do not let Naruto, presence here, stop you from trying to get your answers. The battle has not yet truly begun. A sword ripped right through Itachi's chest. I couldn't even care less if Naruto was here or not, said Sasuke behind the throne. As long as my question gets answered before I kill you, I don't really care. Now tell me what I want to know. Blood came from Itachi's mouth. You avoided my vitals on purpose. On that night, you told me there was another person. Meaning that was someone that you didn't kill. Meaning someone you asked to help you wipe out the entire clan. I know you were strong, but not even you could have killed the entire military police force on your own. Now tell me, who was that other person you spoke of? Hey brat, listen to the Uchiha. This is important for you as well. Naruto was confused. Why was this important to him? And why do you want to know of him? Itachi asked Sasuke. Because once I'm done here, I'm going to kill him next. You, kill him. Madara Uchiha, one of Konoha founding fathers, and the first person to ever activate the Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke drove his sword deeper into the throne. Don't screw with me. If that was true, he would have been long dead. You don't have to believe me, said Itachi. Naruto-kun was right earlier. Shadow may hide things, but it is necessary to maintain balance. But darkness hide more truths than shadow ever will. What you can see in this world, it depends on your perception of reality. Truth. And that truth can be a mere trick of the eyes. A trick of the darkness or the shadow, a mirage. Like the way you simply decide that Madara is dead, yet you have no proof of that. Or the way you used to believe that I was a kind, caring brother. Sasuke spun around as he launched a Chidori, as it pierced through the side of the throne of the real Itachi behind him. I can see everything now, said Sasuke. As Sasuke looked up, and you as well, he said. As Naruto looked down at him. Yes, you're indeed strong, Sasuke. But as strong as you are, you don't have the same eyes as me, said Itachi. Then use your Mangekyo to try and kill me right now. Or, am I too strong for you now, Sasuke asked. Itachi got up from the throne. Confident, are you? He said, his eyes closed. As Naruto could understand why the Kyuubi despite hate and wanted the Uchiha clan to just disappear. Itachi was allowing this to happen because once he activated that next step of his eyes, things were really gonna become hell. The Mangekyo Sharingan has a very unique characteristic, said Itachi. From the day you awaken it, your eyes slowly descend into darkness. The more you use them, the quicker it go on. What? Sasuke said, confused. Eventually, it will lose its light. Blindness, Sasuke said. The revelation was news to Naruto, so Itachi's eyes have a drawback all along. If he had known that, he would have taken a hit off the Tsukuyomi all those years ago, so he could weaken him for now. Itachi started to walk down the stairs of his throne. Who is Madara, huh? As his eyes shifted to the Mangekyo. He was a man who tamed the Kyuubi and controlled it like a pet. How could this be possible, Naruto thought. He knew who Madara is, as the Kyuubi always cursed his name, but here Itachi was saying that the man was alive. The only person that was able to learn the Sharingan final secret, an invincible, immortal, that is who Madara is. On top of the building was the strange plant man Zetsu. He would have tried to engage and try to take on Naruto himself. But he would have been torn to pieces, but Naruto had no place here. They haven't moved an inch. And it was true from the second Naruto walked in. They were all in their genjutsu duel. The moment the two made eye contact with him, it was then that they started. They're fighting with nothing more than their eyes, said Black Zetsu. As Naruto was trying to fight through the genjutsu with his mind, it was really hard for him, considering that he just got the Sharingan and it was only one eye. It was miraculous that he was able to stand into it for this long. Meanwhile, back in the battle, both of them were shocked to what Itachi just told them. Instead of going blind, Madara took his own younger brother eyes and gained the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. He was the one behind the attack all those years ago, forcing the fourth Hokage to stop the Kyuubi attack and sealing it inside of Naruto. He was the founder of the Akatsuki, the man behind everything. Why is Itachi saying this, Naruto thought? Why is he letting me know these things? Madara Uchiha is a pathetic shell of himself, said Itachi. He is no longer worthy to be claimed as the greatest Uchiha. The only person can surpass him and achieve true immortality is me. And unlike Madara, he turned towards Naruto. You don't fit into my plans, Naruto-kun. You will die here for intruding, said Itachi, as he looked back at Sasuke. Intruding on my prize, my opportunity to obtain greater power than him. You, Sasuke, said Itachi as a grin came on his face. Like Madara's younger brother, you will become my light. You are my spear. A demonic figure appeared behind Itachi and shot tentacles towards them. As Naruto was thrown back by this illusion, but Sasuke did not move. As Naruto realized that all of their minds were linked, that is why Sasuke broke the Genjutsu. So he got him and he got him, and the both of them had him and he got them. They were each seeing this in their mind. How can he turn this to his favor? Sasuke threw away his cloak. I'm done listening to your garbage. It all in here. This is where I finally fulfill my goal. You said that you see my death. But you should know, little brother, you can't win against me. You just don't measure up, Sasuke, said Itachi with his Mangekyo Sharingan. My hatred is more than enough, said Sasuke. And it will make sure there will be a reality with you lying dead in front of my feet. As the both of them started to clash with kunais. As a clone of Itachi came over to him. As Naruto rushed towards him, as the both of them started to clash. Him with his sword and Itachi with his kunai. As he sliced right through Itachi's kunai, slicing through him but he burst into crows and reformed behind him as Naruto quickly spin around and jump away. The both of their eyes locked for just a second. As Naruto then felt his entire body being stabbed. As he winced out in pain. He held his sword like a javelin as he threw it, pinning it right into the clone that burst into pure crows. As Naruto collapsed down to his knees, this genjutsu was taking a big effect on him. As he had to get out of here, all of Itachi's focus was on Sasuke, as Naruto didn't have any influence over the environment in this genjutsu battle. He has been surviving thus far with nothing more than his skills. When the both of them hit each other, it was their genjutsus. But when he got hit, he took the damage and his body felt it in the real world. As he looked behind to see the portion of his mind that represents himself in his genjutsu as he moved towards it. As he stepped into the zone, Genjutsu Kai, he said, as he released a burst of chakra. The next thing Naruto knew, he fell to his knees. As he was in the sewer of his mindscape, the place reverted back to a sewer. As he saw the Kyuubi behind the bars. As Naruto saw a Genjutsu right over the layer of the bars. As Itachi had forced the Kyuubi into submission just like Madara. As Naruto stood up and walked towards the cage, he could see this Genjutsu. Maybe he could break it. All he needed to use was his own chakra to disrupt the Kyuubi's flow. As he reached towards the bars, he was suddenly repelled. That was weird. He could interact with the Kyuubi before. It was that way he used to take more chakra to train with. As he looked up at the tag that said seal as he scoffed. Fine, he will just interact with it like that. As he quickly made his way up there to remove it, but a hand grabbed him. As a voice spoke. I would rather you not touch that. As Naruto's face went into full battle mode, believing that Sasuke or Itachi had done something. As he turned, he then came to a stop when he saw the person. He blinked twice before speaking. Hey there, Dad. In front of him was Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, with a small smile. Hey there, son, he said. In the real world, Sasuke fell to one knee after coming out of the Genjutsu. Well, that was quicker than expected. Itachi wanted Whitezetsu. But why? Said the black side. Well, he just got hit with Tsukiyomi. He won't be able to move to the white side. Now all that is left for him to just take him out any way he wants to. But to his surprise, Itachi went to one knee. You broke my Tsukiyomi. As Sasuke got up and looked over, Naruto didn't look dead. He wasn't in a genjutsu either. He broke it. As Itachi looked at Naruto, he's in a trance. Meanwhile, in the mindscape, Naruto was looking at his father, as he did not really know what to say. He never really stopped to really care. It's been a long time, and he was never really focusing on that, even when he found out who his parents were. But he had to say something. Long time no see, old man, he said. I mean, long time. I mean, I'd never seen you before. Ever. Not even once. Minato laughed slightly, seeing that Naruto went ahead to try and break the ice. Yeah, my fault about that. For what it's worth. And I know it's not really much. I'm really sorry about that. For what I did to you, Naruto. Sorry for what? Said Naruto with a shrug. You gave me the power to do what I wanted, to be acknowledged and protect my home. You did what you had to do. I stopped being upset years ago. Still, said Minato with a frown, the fact that you're taking this better than I thought made me kinda feel worse about it. You're not going to yell, or ask me why, or get angry. Nah, I already said that I don't care. You want me to get mad or do something like that? It would help, said Minato with a shrug, as Naruto simply shrugged it off. But then he reached up his hand and smacked Minato right across the face, as Minato just backed from the blow. Minato turned his face to his cheek all red. You told me to do it, Hokage-sama, Naruto said. I follow my Hokage's orders faithfully. Minato looked at him before breaking out into laughter, as Naruto laughed as well. Before it calmed down, I've seen everything. I've seen what you have done in your life, Naruto. I had Himako went over your seal, and I know this was going to happen if I tried to take it off. I wasn't going to, you know. I know, but if that wasn't the case, I would have never gone to see you, said Minato. I had to take the only shot, and here I am. I had to see what kind of man my son went on to be. You're almost as tall as your old man at 16. As Naruto's gaze hardened, if the man knew everything, what did he think of him? He has done so many things in his life. So many dreadful things en route. Killed so many people. Even now using his Sharingan eye. How could the man be proud of him? But he did it all because he felt like it was necessary. And if that led Minato to despise or this, I'm proud of you, Naruto. Naruto was shocked. I am so proud of you. You would never understand how much I am. You're a fantastic ninja, defending Konoha in ways that I never went through to. And you're a wonderful human being for doing that. Don't let you taking that eye put you under any kind of guilt. You had things that you needed to do. You never let yourself be clouded with darkness no matter what happened. And you've done a fine job at keeping him. He pointed the Kyuubi in check as well. I knew that you could do it. About that, I need to go, old man. I have to break the Genjutsu on the Kyuubi and get back to fighting. I'm up against Sasuke and Itachi Uchiha, and I'm amazed that I haven't been killed yet. It's barely been 1 second, Naruto, outside of your mind. I know that I don't have that enough time to talk to you yet, but you must believe what Itachi say. There was a man in the mass that attacked Konoha and used the Kyuubi as you heard, but I never expected to be Madara Uchiha. You can defeat him. He's the mastermind of the Akatsuki, the one in the orange swirl mask. Naruto was confused, but pain. I saw that too, said Minato. Pain is a result of the countless traumas being inflicted on him and the countless wars through our shinobi system. Madara more than likely manipulated him to take in on this goal to capture the Bijus, but as long as the current system remains, there will always be people like him. Erosenin said the same thing. But pain is strong, old man, Naruto said. I never even touched him the last time. Minato stepped forward and placed a hand on Naruto's shoulder. You can defeat him because he made a mistake, but I never finished you right there and then. I believe in you. You can change the world, Naruto. You just have to win here first. I'll help, he said, as he walked towards the seal and placed his hand on it. Put your hand on me and channel chakra through me, like if I was a Kyuubi. Yes, I know, that's what you were about to do in first place, but this way is safer. Next time you'll have to find your own way to do this. So don't let the Kyuubi get put into this again. Naruto placed a hand on Minato's shoulder. It was damn good to meet you, Dad. And I swear, I won't lose again. I'll become Hokage, the best one there ever is. And I'll find a way to stop all of this, I promise. I won't let Madara do what he did to Konoha anywhere else. I know you will, Naruto, said Minato, as his entire body started to glow along with the seal. Remember, I believe in you, and I love you, son. Remember to say hello to your mother from me, he said. And with that, he disappeared, his chakra completely fading away. Meanwhile, outside in the real world has been just 5 seconds. Huh. Could not measure up, can you, Naruto, said Sasuke as he pulled his blade. He was going to finish Naruto right here and then. You should have just stayed out of our business. As he rushed forward, Naruto blocked Sasuke's strike. Sasuke was surprised he was kicked violently. Sorry about that, Naruto says he lifted up his head. I just had to go down into a sewer and fix a broken pipe. Hey, Kyuubi, are you awake in there? Said Naruto. What? The Kyuubi shouted. What happened? Weren't you in the middle of fighting them a second ago? How did you just break apart and stop? And why? It was a genjutsu. Itachi almost melted your mind like Mother Uchiha. But that's not important now, Naruto says he heard the Kyuubi growl. No more genjutsu. We're done with that. Itachi looked over at Naruto. I don't know how either of you managed to escape, but Naruto-kun, you're more trouble than I want to deal with at the moment. I want Sasuke Ice, and now, I want your life as well. I don't care for my other plans. Killing you is of no consequence to me in the end. After this battle, I will achieve my goal no matter what. Meanwhile, Sakura was healing Teiwaya, as she received a lot of burns from the static electricity, and her heart stopped, but Naruto was able to get it going again. How are you feeling, Teiwaya? Like some prick with an iron grip grabbed me around the throat and shot me, said Teiwaya. I feel fantastic, Pinky, can't you tell, she said, as she was lying on the ground. Thank God for Naruto. This is all my fault, said Sakura. If Naruto hadn't shown up, you would have been no shit, said Teiwaya, without any remorse. And it wasn't even necessary, we had the prick. We had him. And you could have just smeared his face all over the forest if you had grown a spine. One shot. After you hit him, you could have probably put him back together as well. You trained with Snazzy, didn't you? You sure as hell didn't get a rack, so you must have got the healing part. As Sakura looked away, I know I screwed up. Yes, you did, said Teiwaya. That's the gist of it, you screwed up. We almost got killed. You hesitated against a known missing ninja that managed to take Orochimaru down on his own. And you didn't cream that asshole in when I served him up on a silver platter. As Teiwaya was completely serious. I'm reporting this when I get back. I have to, you're goddamn tuning for sake. What would you have done if it were you leading the goddamn team? What if you were the Jonin instead of me? What would you have done? Let him kill your team? And beg him to come back? This isn't a fairy tale, you can't just force him with kisses and promise of sunshine to come back to the village. He doesn't give a damn about you, when are you going to realize that? As Teiwaya pulled herself up as Sakura turned away. If I ever find out that you do anything like this again, I swear we won't be talking. As she got to her feet, that snake bitch had the right idea after all. Damn earhead kunoichis. Right here, here's where I left them. As Pakon came with Sai and Maki, and the rest of the Konoha team. Oh, Pinky had a nice little reunion with her Uchiha prince. She tried to talk him back to coming back, but he wasn't taking any of it, he tried to kill us. And then, well, he's gone now, as you can see. As Kakashi noticed the visible wounds on Teiwaya, and Sakura looked relatively unharmed, Teiwaya must have tried to protect her while she got hurt. This is why Tsunade-sama told you that it was a bad idea to come on this mission. You wouldn't be able to stay objective. He then looked at Teiwaya. Are you alright? I'll live, she said, thanks to Uzumaki. You saw him, said Shikamaru. She said that she was with him before he got to us. It was a clone, said Teiwaya. So where did Naruto go? Asked Neji. Kiba was unable to follow his trail due to the travel method that he used to search for Sasuke himself. And Sasuke sent his all over the forest. Can you locate them all? Sai asked. Yeah, said Kiba, but 5 different directions. Show me. As Kiba showed him, as Sai pulled out his ink and his scroll. He created 5 small birds. Give them a moment, they will check your leads. They will be back soon with the information. Good work, said Kakashi, as he then addressed everyone else. We need to address the situation. He then looked at Maki. You said that Naruto was in a fight with the Akatsuki member before going after Sasuke. Maki nodded, but she stayed silent otherwise, until Sai placed a hand on her shoulder. His other comrades will find out sooner or later. There is no way he can hide it once he has returned. Tell them what you told me. Maki knew that Sai was right. Naruto-senpai suffered multiple wounds in his battle. Most of them were easily dealt with a combination of the Kyuubi and medical ninjutsu. But he suffered one more injury far more grave. Despite my instructions, he was still going after them. So he has found Sasuke Uchiha and Itachi Uchiha. Everyone jaw dropped at that. But Maki hold back the biggest part of the news. They will have to see the Sharingan for themselves. She wouldn't tell them anything. And he still went to fight? What the hell is that damn idiot thinking, said Teiwaya? He's gonna get himself killed. It was a mission given to us by the Mizukage, said Maki. We're to either obtain one of the swords from Itachi's partner Kisame, or one of Sasuke's team members. His part is to keep the leader, Sasuke or Itachi, away from their partners so we can obtain the swords. As Teiwaya shook her head, that damn idiot, he's gonna get himself killed. Meanwhile, with Naruto, Itachi and Sasuke, the three of them were looking at each other. As Naruto looked at the two of them. Yeah, I got this, he said. No more of that genjutsu crap. It's time we actually threw hands. As the three of them speed through hand signs. But guys, I'll be ending this episode right here. If once the next part, if you don't know what to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And comment down below and tell me if you're new, guys. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. And go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Became the God of Wind, and enjoy that, guys. And also, I post a new episode of What If Naruto is disowned by everyone. So go ahead and enjoy it as well, guys. But for now, I'm out of here. See you guys soon. Peace.